Your love is something I could get used to. You know you're someone I wanna spend my time with, a life with you, and it's been killing me to keep secretly wanting someone who can only love me back secretly. Secretly. And what you gonna do when you have to choose between what you want and what you're used to? And there is no right or wrong, but you've been unhappy for so long. What you gonna do when you have to let go of a lot to get what you want? What do you want to be? What do you want from me? Who do you want to be? I give you everything.
Hey there, friends. What's up? It's Kodiak here. Happy Sunday. Happy Memorial Day weekend if you are in the States. I am super excited to be with you guys tonight because I just popped onto the subreddit and there's a ton of stuff going on. I will be honest with you guys. I have a lot of work to do. We are currently playing a game. Myself, Livid, a few of our buddies, Tragic, who you might know, played with us in the past, working on a multiplayer game upcoming. Big name, game of the year at one point. I can't say much more. We're playing it. We're making content. It's dropping very soon. I think I can say it's dropping on May 29th without getting in trouble. But that's all I'm saying. So just know I'm taking about an hour and a half to hang out with you guys tonight, and then I got to get back to the grind because if we don't grind, then there are no videos for you all to watch. But I'm super pumped to be with you guys. Like I said, I checked out the subreddit, and there is a ton of stuff going on the subreddit. And I did a bad job. I didn't pop out my chat. I didn't do all the things that I'm supposed to do when I'm streaming here. So you gotta give me like 2 seconds, probably more than 2 seconds, because I'm not that fast at doing this, but I'm pretty fast. Okay, there it is. Got that up. Make that a little bit big. Yeah, right there. Bring it down here. And boom, we're good. Okay. So if you guys are new here, I see a couple new faces in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here for the first time. Slimes of Farn. What a funny name. Dr. Tetris, what's up? Danny Passion. Greg Z, appreciate the love, brother. Thank you. If you guys did not know, we have a subreddit, reddit.com. Our Legacy Gaming. I'll put it in the chat here. What we do every week is we look at all of the trailers, articles, whatever you guys have put in here. We look at it together. We talk about it. And as you guys can see, I missed last week. Oh boy, I missed a lot. So we're just going to jump right in. I think that's what we find to be the most fun, is just talking about new games. And there's a ton of stuff on this list I have not seen. So I'm really excited to talk about them. And we'll start with what Sean John 404 posted. This is the Preludes gameplay spotlight for Soulframe. And I feel like that name is really familiar to me, but I also at the same time have no idea what this game is. So we're going to run it back. We will see if it's any good. And here we go. This is Soulframe.
The magic. It's in you. Yours. Like the wind. Know who were the bad uns before even Ode?
It's like Scottish, but
Us.
futuristic.
That's who.
Characters look okay.
Oh, they'd round us up. Or drown us down.
That's not bad looking.
Lest we come. Ooh, witches.
Right? Like, am I crazy? That doesn't look that bad. Maybe a little like double A. But I don't think so. Is this the Warframe, guys? Is that why this sounds familiar to me?
And they were right. Aha. Ere blue blood is as old as Alkenstone. As omen beasts, as voicing trees. Each of these with magics no dullard human ever sees.
Yeah, this is way more solid than I think I went into this expecting.
The spell song made us forget all others. But Minnow, learn the river's verses,
Magic system after
for only the souls now remember.
Okay, so I think I was really turned around with this one. I knew the name Soulframe sounded familiar, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized I think this is the Warframe team, right? Is anybody in the chat can confirm that? I'm pretty sure. Digital Extremes. Now it all makes sense. The gameplay looks shockingly good, and that should not be a surprise if you've played Warframe. I have not played more than like 30 minutes of Warframe, was just not a game for me. But I love high fantasy, right? You guys know that about the games that we cover on the channel. I love high fantasy. There's a level of polish to the gameplay that you can see. And now I'm sure, and again, I don't know this for fact, right? But I am sure they are pulling a lot of animations and a lot of the Warframe guts to make this game. But look, they're completely changing the aesthetic. And like some of these things look really, really clean. Like some of this magic combat here looked really good. There was this shot here. I didn't love this, but it's clearly just like a traversal thing, or maybe it's even a revive thing. I'm not sure. But like, pause it really quick. Let's look at this UI. That's a really clean UI. It's also very subtle. You see how far into the corners these things are pushed? And I know you guys can't see the one in the bottom right because it's covered by the chat. But man, really clean looking UI. There's a little bit of floatiness to the combat. You can see the character movement is like a little floaty, but maybe that's, kind of Warframe's, thing. But there's also some actual groundedness to it. Like it's a weird combination of action-y combat, but there's also a level of like, oh, that kind of looks like it has some punch to it, which is cool, right? That's what you want in these types of games. And see the jumpy float, like the float was really evident right there with the jump. And then I'm not sure what any of this stuff was. But it's more exploration stuff. The world looks really nice. A little, I hate to say a little generic, but I think, obviously we're seeing this. I'm seeing this for the first time. Love stuff like this. Unique characters. No idea who this bear in armor is. Obviously, this got some like the Soulsy vibe to it, the dark fantasy vibes. And yeah, like this stuff looks really good. This is multiplayer, which obviously, again, no surprise. Yeah, I see that, Tetris. Like, I know Destiny 2 is on its, like, I don't want to say last leg, but it's not going great. Marathon, there was a report this week that Sony pulled all of their advertising for Marathon, which means it's getting delayed. So, like, yeah, there's a void for those types of players. I think it looks really good. I'm excited to keep checking this one out. I would never play Warframe because it's not my style. Like, I don't like futuristic. I don't like space. I don't like those things. This is more my style. Even though it's still got a futuristic tint, it's more high fantasy, and I love that. So thank you, Sean John, for posting this. You guys can post trailers on our subreddit, and I will look at them every week or every other week, depending on how often I do this. Okay, I Am Ripper. This looks like a horror type of thing, which you guys know I'm a big chicken, so don't love that, but, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it. I do this for you guys. I don't do it for me. I do it for you. Here we go. Oh, definitely horror, because I'm locked in something. I don't like this. The game includes scenes of drowning, death, and body mutilation. Oh, gosh, I definitely don't like this. Please don't show this on the stream. I hope not. Sean John, is there some gore in this? Am I going to have to worry about this for the stream? Hunt for Ripper continues. Okay. I don't love this at all, Sean John. In fact, I hate this. I hate everything about this. Don't like it. I don't like that you're all teaming up against me. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. This is kind of wild. This is, like, really cool if you're into this type of stuff, right? Like investigative thriller.
I won't tell anyone about this if you just let me. Oh, God, no, please. No, please, stop.
Oh, creepy guy. That's the bad guy. That's kind of nuts. Huh. Alright, so as you all know, I would never play this in a million bajillion years. But I do... look, I actually told... I forgot who I told. My colleagues at work or my wife or something like this. I have a fascination with the horror concept and the thriller concept. I'm just too big of a chicken to experience it in real time. So, for example, I read through the entire synopsis of every episode of that series From, and I just was like, oh, this is awesome. I loved reading through it. Would never watch it in a million years because I cannot handle jump scares. I just don't like blood and gore to that level, like to the extreme level, like what horror movies often try and do, especially modern ones. So I love this concept, and I would love to watch somebody play it in a very brightly lit room with like 10 people around me. But I would never want to play this game. Definitely not in my basement with my dark setup. But yeah, I have a fascination with this stuff, even though I don't necessarily want to experience it myself. All right, Sean John, enough from you. We're on to Dr. Tetris. The Midnight Walk. I like the charm here. This looks cool right off the bat. Hopefully Tetris is not also pranking me with a horror something or other. But it's got a Tim Burton vibe right out of the bat, right? Let's see what this one's about. A Midnight Walk. Here we go.
Was the day when the sun vanished. The waters dried
seems
up,
like another horror
birds
thing.
went quiet, and the dark itself seeped unchecked into the work table. The night that followed would be long. As long as the midnight walk.
How could this happen?
That's cool.
All the flame
Handcrafted with clay,
wars
that's
the
badass.
righteous, but the wicked, the flame burns with a
Oh, it's
passion.
first person?
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel? Is it a place for fools lost in the woods?
This little flame, keep them nurtured and safe through the rain, in the dark, and over Moon Mountain.
This is wild, man. Yeah, I would never play this. I just want to be very clear.
All it needs is a little spark, and I get what I need.
The sun away.
Dang. That is so cool. And like, look, I'm one of those weird guys who, like, you'll see, like, if you've been watching, yeah, exactly, Diego. If you've watched the channel for any stretch of time, you know that like occasionally we'll just cover like a random game, right? Like during Steam Next Fest, I made a couple videos for games that like I personally enjoyed playing. Like Nine Kings is a perfect example. I bet most of you don't even know what that game is. But there are occasionally games out there that I just really want to play, and I try and find time to play them because like they just move video games in a different direction. They do something different. We talk about it all the time on this stream, right? Innovation, pushing video games a genre forward. Man, this is cool. This is really freaking cool. I will just never play it because it is way too scary for me. But like the whole thing that like these are made from, the guys are made from clay, the whole game is made from clay, and like very clearly some clever systems here, first person and then like almost like out of body. I can't really tell exactly what is happening, but I just love the presentation. It feels very Tim Burton. It feels very, very dark, abstract, which is just, again, super cool. I just never play it. So kudos to this team. I hope they get some run because this is definitely... Oh, the game came out, it looks like. Did the game come out? The Midnight Walk. I probably did if I'm 2 weeks late. Yeah, it came out May 8th. There we go. Got a 9 out of 10 on Steam. I love that. Decent amount of reviews. 768 reviews. That's not nothing. Moonhood. Never heard of them. VR supported. Could you imagine playing this in VR? No, thank you. Anyways, very cool game. If that's your speed, go check it out because it kind of looks awesome. All right, moving on to the next Dr. Tetris post here. Haste. Game is called Haste. It's out now. Again, you know what? I got to tell you guys, I don't know how many people here are new to the stream. I really appreciate you guys doing this every week because you guys post stuff that I would never, ever catch in like my normal daily stuff. And we talk about this all the time, right? Like I wake up, I work, take care of, get my girls off to school, whatever. I work, I come home, do dinner with the fam, get the girls in bed, and then I come down here and work. And I'm working on videos, I'm working on scripts, I'm working whatever. I never have time to actually just like sift through YouTube, which is kind of ironic, given that I do this as a side hustle. So I appreciate you guys posting this content because I would miss 90% of this stuff. And it's awesome to just like experience new stuff for the first time. Anyways, I digress. This is Haste. Here we go. Cool little art style here. I like the texture. That's kind of... Oh. Some fun music here too. So it's a speedrunner of sorts, almost like a, inspired by mobile games. Oh, roguelike pathing. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of cool looking too. Holy moly. It's like Sonic, but like the evolution of Sonic in a roguelike environment, perhaps. I wish Livin was on the screen. I don't think he's watching the stream, but I think he's busy working on our project. But if he is, this has been like 2 bangers in a row. Clearly like some corruption mechanic that catches up to you. You gotta be faster than it. Oh man, that was cool too. Yo, Tetris, you're on a roll right now, brother. 2 really cool games back to back. This one is called Haste. if you're into Sonic, yeah, like Dreamcast vibes. Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, sorry, I didn't replay that one. I thought this thumbnail up here said going fast isn't optimal, and I was worried that the trailer got like, or the game got thrashed. But like I really like everything here. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I will turn down the game volume. I'll also move my mic a little bit closer. I'm sorry about that. I'll turn down the trailer volume. But yeah, it's really cool if you're into like Sonic games, but also like right there. Ah, shoot, I missed it. Hold on. I got it. I can do it. I think I missed. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Here we go. I got it. And pause. So this is very clearly a roguelike game in nature, right? So you've got the pathing. This is very similar to like Curse of the Dead Gods, Darkest Dungeon 2 to a degree. So like you're picking your pathway, you're going through that pathway. The pathway is going to reward you with a item or some sort of power up at the end. But like, yeah, look at this gameplay, man. This is like really solid, very different than most games that are out there outside of like mobile games. Daniel in the chat saying there's a free demo. So if you like the aesthetic, I think that's part of it, but also you kind of like this gameplay vibe of like Sonic, but with a twist, this could be a really cool game. So this is Haste. This is out now. There's a free demo. You can do all the things. Very clearly a small developer. So if you like what you see, you can support them by picking up the game. I don't know if this game is good. I'm just throwing that out there because we always want to support small devs. But you can see the power-ups on the bottom there. I think those are the rewards. It's really hard to grab that last one there where there's like 5 of them. But hold on. Not that one. Right there. So you can see like you've got your health bar on the bottom. I don't know what the white bar is above that. Maybe a boost or a stamina of some sort. And then you've got items on the bottom there, which are most likely the items you get for completing each of the different areas. Clearly that far left one is an action of some sort because you can see on the like kind of the middle right here, you can right click and use it. So it's just kind of cool to see like some of the systems without actually playing the game itself. Very cool trailer, Tetris. Nice job. Appreciate you. All right, Jeep got in on the action. Jeep is one of the mods. Yeah, see, he even said it. Sorry, I suck at posting on Reddit. Jeep is one of the mods on our Discord. If you guys are not in our Discord, that's where I kind of post about all of our videos, you know, make announcements. We got some cool stuff coming up. But yeah, anyways, Jeep is one of our moderators on the Discord. He's been playing this game, Dead Zone Rogue, which I will admit, I don't know anything about, but I hear a lot of people really like this one. So I'm going to make the game volume a little bit lower. You guys let me know if you can hear me this time when we play it down. If you guys are playing this one, just give me a shout because I'm really curious because it seems like it's pretty popular right now. Here we go. Dead Zone Rogue, official early access launch trailer.
Who are you? I can't see.
So it's got like first-person shooter, boomer shooter vibes? No, not really. It's more like, oh, this is, I mean, gunplay actually looks sick. Oh, hold on, I got pause it here. Okay, so we got upgrades with some different tiering. Okay, cool. Sorry, just that was going really quick. Wow, this is all going really quick. Yeah, it kind of looks like Fear. Kind of looks like Doom in a way. Looks slower than both of them a little bit. But it's got a dash mechanic. Got some dope weapons. Multiplayer, obviously. You can see that in the bottom left. That was a boss fight. Yeah, man, this looks good too. There's just some... look, low-key, 2025 has been a really solid year for gaming. Like, if you really think about it, if you go down the list, 2025 has been a stellar year. And it's not over. I don't think it's remotely over. We still have Elden Ring Night Rain, Dune Awakening, Summer Game Fest, probably Arc Raiders. Like, there's a lot of good games still to come this year. And this one looks really solid. Again, it's a roguelike. I know people are kind of sick of roguelikes, but like quite honestly, it is one of the best genres out there. I cannot keep up with all those upgrades, but it's pretty straightforward, right? You clear out an area, you're going to get some sort of reward. Hopefully you can defeat the boss at the end. It is a tried and true formula that works. It's just quite honestly, it's one of my favorite genres. It really is. So this is Dead Zone Rogue. I like what I'm seeing. Some of the enemy design is a little bleh, in my opinion. Like, you're looking at some of the enemies, I'm like, okay, generic robot, generic cyborg. Cool looking boss fight. But again, we're seeing it like boom, boom, boom. Super quick cuts. Really hard to dissect a game like that. But I had to put this one out there because Jeep, it's Jeep. Jeep's our boy. Had to throw him a bone. Okay, this one is from Affectionate Ad 536. Appreciate you posting this on the subreddit. Sacrifier? Is that like a weird play on sacrifice and fire? I'm not really sure. It doesn't matter. Never heard of this one either. Let's watch it down. Here we go.
Few are worthy of the title
got that
you are
Octopath
about
thing
to
going.
receive. The bishops are more than soldiers. They are guardians.
He took the Malkora. Enough! Ezekiel, the dome is under attack. You must
Yeah, it's got a
retrieve
cool
the Malkora.
Octopath Traveler vibe going. Like a 2.5D. 3D elements, 2D elements. I'm waiting to see some action here. Okay, some puzzles. I like puzzles. Some platforming. Okay.
The statue's coming to life. Am I dreaming?
Is it turn-based? Oh, it's not turn-based. It's... I don't even know how to describe this. Is it real-time?
Damn it! Where did the thief go? Give me the Malkora!
It's not turn-based. Okay, so it is real-time, but there are elements of, like, turn-based in there. Is it like a weird hybrid, maybe? Okay, not bad. Not bad. I wish they had slowed down just a little bit more to show us some of the action. It's really hard to tell what the game is. I mean, obviously it's narrative driven. You can tell that it's setting up the story from the very beginning. So they want story to be a big part of this game, but it's really hard to understand like the combat specifically with this one. And I think that's a big deal because if you're going to play a pixel side-scrolly 2.5D, whatever you want to call it, you do need to know like what the action is. I like the exploration stuff, the kind of moving around the world in 2D and 3D space. The platforming looks okay. There's some puzzle solving, which I like too. I just can't really tell what the combat is. And if the combat is like in a 3D environment, but you're still 2D, like that's kind of cool. There's something there. I don't know how many games have done that, but that's kind of neat. But yeah, cool looking game. Sacrifier. I don't know when this one comes out. It doesn't have a lot of love. Oh, this was posted like last year. Crazy. Future Game Show 2024. Oh, but it's Q1 2026. So that's why we're taking a look at it. Got it. Okay, this next one is called Gang of Frogs from Affectionate Ad 536. Probably the strangest name of a game we'll look at tonight. Let's see what this one's all about. Let's do it. Here we go. Maybe. Yes, here we go. Gang of Frogs.
Welcome, my children, to this weekly performance review. Last
I like the
week
humor
was
already.
a disaster. I had to make 3 frogs walk the plank due to your poor performance. You've been armed with new firepower,
Okay.
so get to work.
Okay. There's some frame rate issues in this, but I'll let that slide. Interesting.
And remember, without teamwork, you're just a bunch of frogs with guns.
It's interesting. I think there's sparks, there's moments in this that I'm like, okay, that's maybe something. But you can tell there's a lot of work to be done, right? Like a lot of the UI is completely unpolished. The gameplay's got some frame rate issues. Even the stuff that they're showing, right? And if you're showing it in a trailer, it's the best stuff that they could come up with. yeah, I would, that makes sense to me, Daniel, because it's really hard to kind of tell what this game is. It's very clearly a co-op, action shooter, roguelike. Again, you can tell, but yeah, there's some jank here. There's some jank here, especially with like the things that pop up on screen. But I like kind of the weapon models in the bottom right. That's kind of cool, except they're all the same, even though they're all using different weapons. So like that's what I'm talking about. There's a mini map in it. That's cool. This is one to watch, right? This could be a fun co-op thing. Things subject to change. Yep, absolutely, Slimes. Things subject to change, but quirky little game from a studio that I have never heard of before. All right, we're going to move right along. Wow, Affectionate, you just like dumped a bunch of stuff on here. Swap meet? Okay, whatever. Swap meet it is. We're doing it. All right, this is from 5 months ago. I think Affectionate's just trying to find the weirdest things and post it on the subreddit, which is fine. All right, this one's called Swap Meet. Here we go. Okay.
Step into the groove, slide on
Oh, this is funny as heck.
Rangus got the meat.
Kill things. Yep. Hey, look, another roguelike. Co-op shooter, though.
Ooh, welcome, Rangus employee. Happy birthday, little buddy. Now, at Rangus Meats, we don't just harvest meats. We harvest heroes, and that's you. You see some
Kill
choked up
things,
little body
get their
bits
body
flopping
parts,
around? Why'd you pick them
and
up?
then
You
it
gotta
gives you
stay
different parts
alive.
of your character. That's a cool concept. I like
Cannot
that.
stress enough. Violence is the last resort here at Rangus. Now, most places down on company time, ooh, it's a big no-no. Here at Rangus, that's okay. We got smart meat. Luckily, with the miracle of meat science, you recycle leftovers of your fallen enemies and you get right back to work. Now, just because you got smart meat doesn't mean you got a smart brain. You gotta do exploitations, nudge the system and kick the tires. Gonna get a little sauced up, the barrel might start to leak a little bit, but that's okay. Remember, exploitation's a strategy. We harvest the meat, and we optimize employee performance in the
bonus,
field.
that's fine.
There you go, buddy. Look at you. Now you're thinking like management. Now, you could do it solo, but you might as well mount up with a crew. Nah, either way, we have discontinued hazard pay, so watch your back, stay sharp. You're gonna run into some real nasty business out
Rankin'
there.
beans.
But you are one tough son of a gun.
Rangus meats.
Heck yeah, meat science.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so. Oh, there's more. Hold on. We'll let it play out. Maybe there's more? Oh, yeah, here. Let's go to here. That's the bad meat. Okay, yeah. Malik, I am 100% with you. I love the concept and the delivery. Again, went into it kind of like obviously not knowing anything, but you look at this for 10 seconds and you're like, okay, I get the charm. I get the idea. And that's what a good trailer is supposed to do. It's supposed to hook you within the first 5 seconds, right? And it really did. I like that a crazy concept is also supported by a crazy kind of like trailer, right? Like if you're going to go wild and zany and weird, like just lean into it. Just do it. It's kind of like how the Outer Worlds did it for their upcoming game. It's kind of how I'm trying to think of like High on Life. It's like how they kind of promoted their game. Like this game is weird and that's okay. And like just embrace the weirdness. The concept of like changing out your parts to give you access to different abilities is really smart. It also, I like from a gameplay perspective, I can see it, right? You're hunting down the enemies that are going to give you the parts that fit your play style best. Which enemies are those, and I'm sure there's going to be rare enemies that, have better parts, things like that. It's cool. It's really, really cool. And I could see us having a lot of fun with this one, with a couple friends. Really cool game. Super pumped that I actually clicked on this one because I was thinking about not clicking on it. But yeah, awesome looking game. Swap Meet. That's the exclusive trailer, by the way. All right, Reforge, spelled with a J. Yeah, man. The Outer Worlds 2, I am pumped about it. I am pumped to learn more on June 8th, which is the, whatchamacallit, the Xbox Game Showcase and the direct for Outer Worlds 2. Super pumped about that. All right, this is Reforge with a J. Got to say that one more time. It's trademark, too. Okay. So this one's out now. You guys can check it out. Oh, pre-alpha. Okay, pre-alpha. Become a pioneer. I like this effect going through the words to different biomes. That's cool. Okay, so first person, sandboxy. You know, Minecrafty, survival Minecrafty, sandboxy. Creative mode, no limitations. Okay, some tweaking. That's cool. I gotta see more than building though. That's one of my things. Okay, cool. You got roofs. I'm not seeing any life yet. That's kind of concerning for me. Okay, cool mage tower. Yeah, the thing that I'm seeing, like, as I'm watching, it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's fine if you're into this sort of thing. But all they're showing us is building. And they're showing us building these cool structures in creative. Right? That is not enough to hook a player into a game anymore. It's not. It's just not. Well, okay. Look, I have no problem with a developer trying to go down the same route as, you know, Minecraft, right? There's a reason why it's one of the most popular games, you know, on the face of the planet. But at the end of the day, you have to bring your A game, and you also have to push the genre forward. We talk about this all the time. And right now, this is, quite honestly, not that advanced version of a sandbox survival game. Actually, I didn't see any survival elements. I just saw sandbox elements. And that's fine, but right now it's just blocks and building. And that's not enough. It's not. It's simply not. I mean, Enshrouded does building better than this, right? There's so much more you can do in a game like Enshrouded that's way cooler. There's a million different voxel games, and I think there's another one on this list that does this and better. I'm not saying that because Reforge, you know, is not a good game. I don't know, but I'm just saying what they're showing in this trailer is not it's not enough. But it's cool if you're into this sort of thing and like you're always trying to check out the latest and greatest sandbox survival game. Maybe this speaks to you, but this doesn't seem like it's enough of it's enough of a finished product yet to win over the masses. And I think that's all I need to say. So that's Reforge. I mean, hey, look, it had 319,000 subscribers or views on this trailer a month ago. That's not nothing. That's not nothing, and we should be excited about that for them. All right, we are checking out Sean John 404's The Precinct. Dude, I gotta say before I jump into this one, I am really, really bummed that I didn't get the chance to play this one. I think it was Livid. I forget who. Somebody during Steam Next Fest told me to check out The Precinct. I didn't have a chance to actually play it, but I watched one of the trailers, and I think we actually watched one on stream a couple weeks ago, and it looked really, really dang good. So we're going to check this one out. We're going to have to watch this one on YouTube because it's age restricted. No problem. And here we go.
Averno City is losing the war on crime. Entire neighborhoods are in the grip of gang violence. There are daily high-speed pursuits across the city.
I love the look of the world. Super gritty.
Another armed robbery is in progress.
Every single one of you took an oath to protect this city, its residents, and your fellow brothers in blue. That's what matters.
Follow that vehicle.
Car theft in progress at Litchfield.
We got a vehicle fire here. We're the ones out there making the hard choices. And those choices are what make us who we are.
Central, get the cell ready.
We got you, scumbag.
It looks so good. I mean, there's just so many different pieces to this.
Okay, kid. You want to
So you got chases, you got gunfights.
Looks like that perp has been taken into custody.
They're doing something at Warehouse 6. I'm going in.
Which this is all real time. That's not turn-based. Spike strips.
The department did everything we could to track down your father's killer.
Now we go live to a police helicopter in a pursuit operation. Cops are deploying everything
Police
at their
pickup truck.
disposal.
Your father would have been proud of what you did today, Cordell.
Stop there. I seen a lot of kids come out of the academy all fired up about truth and justice and the American way, only to end up either on the take or in a casket.
Yeah, man, it just looks really good. It looks so good, and there's so many different pieces to it, which I think is what's most impressive, right? Like, one, you've got a really cool city. It's almost got Gotham vibes, right? It's got a little bit of that kind of like underworld grit to it. But then when you look at like all the gameplay systems, you're kind of like, oh, wow, that's way more than I thought. And I don't know, because I haven't played it, and I didn't even get a chance to play the demo during Steam Next Fest, but you very clearly got high-speed chases, which looks really fun, and if the controls are good, that's going to be a really fun system to interact with, especially if you can, like, call in spike strips. It's almost like Need for Speed. I forget which one it was, but the Need for Speed where the cops were always chasing you, and they would deploy all their different tactics, but now you're actually playing as the cops. That's kind of cool. And then, yeah, Most Wanted, right? That was a ton of fun. And then you've got the shootout part of this, which is like quite literally like bank robberies, rolling up with your cop car, no idea what the situation is, and just kind of figuring it out. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, whether or not you play, like, who cares? Police officer or not, like, it's a video game. Let's get over it, guys. High Pursuit, that's what it was. That's the only Need for Speed I played other than Underground 2, which I feel like every kid that grew up in, like, the 90s, 2000s played Underground 2. But, like, High Pursuit was the one I played after that. And, yeah, that was sick because I'd, like, never felt that kind of pressure before in my life. And, again, I was, like, 17, 18, however old I was, and playing that game. But, like, you're on the other side of it, right? Really cool. I'm genuinely curious. What did this get? I've got 500,000 views on the IGN review, and I just got to check what it actually got for a score. I'm curious. Got a 7. Okay, interesting. Based on its look, I thought it would get a little bit more, but okay, 7 it is. All right, we're going to keep moving here because time is short, and there are still a bajillion trailers we need to get through. So we're going to check out Chronos, The New Dawn. Don't know what this one is, but that actually, hold on, I gotta go back. That looked like a Big Daddy from BioShock. I can't wait for the next BioShock game. And by BioShock game, I mean Judas, right? Because that's Ken Levine's studio. Haven't heard about that one. I bet that one's going to make an appearance at Summer Game Fest. All right, here we go. Chronos, The New Dawn.
What do you see?
Giant.
It's kind of creepy, but it looks gorgeous.
Again.
Animals. Fighting.
That's another horror game, isn't it?
Again.
The Bloober Team. Maybe, Malik. Maybe. This game looks hella good. Like, visually, looks really good. Holy moly, this is like Dead Space, guys. This is like the evolution of that game.
Stay focused. Stay cautious.
Such is our calling.
Yeah, this is the new Dead Space. There's 100%. I get all of those vibes. Slow, methodical, creepy things around the corners, but not, yeah, horror adjacent, as somebody said. Man, if I was into something like this. Oh, cool version gameplay effect. That's cool.
You almost fried there. Good thing I was around. Traveler.
Nice. Dang, that looks good. That looks really good, and I'm into that. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I don't know. Obviously, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, they still have a huge market, but, like, something like this has needed to come along to kind of, like, break that genre open again. And very clearly, this looks different, right? It's got a different aesthetic. Oh, yeah, man, that's really good. It's really good looking. And that's coming from somebody that does not play this genre. Just like the whole world building, it feels very dark. It feels very strange. It feels very mysterious, which is slightly different than how like Resident Evil approaches it, right? Usually it's very dark and very like gory, and there's not a lot of mystery to it. Like there is, right? Like there is plenty of mystery in the game, but like the mystery is not usually abstract. It's like you're dropped in the village and you're trying to figure out what the heck the village is. This looks like, okay, there's a lot of like weird pieces here, like supernatural stuff going on. What does all of it mean? And I really like that. Very cool stuff. Yes, 100 times better than Code Violet, Brock. Completely agree. Would love to see this one at Summer Game Fest. Holy moly, 1.2 million views. That's crazy. From a month ago. Good for them. All right, speaking of the voxel games, I did see this one. This is another block-based survival sandbox game that I saw kind of pop up on the feed the other day. And just based on, Reforged that we just talked about, I just thought it was kind of funny that we're going to look at another one that's very similar. So let's check this one out. This is called Everwind. Already looks better. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it looks actually really solid. Oh, that's cool. Lighting looks great. Adventure elements look great. Nice. It's a capybara. Oh, right, you can build airships in this one. I did see that. That's cool, man. I look. Oh man, I got so many thoughts. So I know you guys, some of you guys know this. Livin and I met playing, or not playing, I should say. Livin and I met covering Hytale when Hytale was first announced in 2018. We didn't start the channel until 2020, but we started covering that game and, following its progression, all that stuff. It's amazing that we're still in 2025 and we have really no concrete news about that game. But that gives games like this, Everwind, a chance to step into the void, and very clearly, this looks good. It looks like they're doing all the things that we had hoped Hytale would do. It's a more advanced sandbox survival game that has a huge adventure tint to it. And that's quite honestly what Minecraft has been missing. Like, yeah, sure, the survival elements are fine for what it is, the creativity, all that stuff, but like we have to rally around the next version of it, whatever that may be. I'm not saying it's Everwind, but Everwind looks really good. Like if I had free time and I was looking to scratch this itch, I would be playing this game because it looks really dang good. The smaller blockiness looks really good with the game, gives you more freedom to do cool things. The adventure elements look really good. And the way they just kind of pitched that trailer was really talented. It got me hooked in the game. It showcased all of the big elements. I really liked it. Super pumped for them because this one looks good. 300,000 views a month ago. Yeah, just super awesome. Like some of this building stuff was really cool. The capybara was cool too. but like some of these buildings, like the Maya Temple, big old tower here with like, look at the skybox with the like crazy planet back there. Floating islands to explore. I don't know. Really cool looking game. Super pumped. I'm not going to watch the dev blog because that's probably going to be like 15 minutes. And while I care, I don't care that much. But looks really cool. So if you're into, you know, the Hytale Minecraft space, you're looking for a game soonish to play, Everwind. Check it out. Okay, Mind's Eye. We have talked about this a little bit. It's actually in, I forget what video. It's in one of the videos. It's either coming up or it's already released. I think it's in the June video because I think this game is coming out mid-June. I think. Yeah, it must be. All right, this is Mind's Eye. Kind of like a action game in the spirit of like, is it Nathan Drake? All that stuff. Yeah, anyways, you'll see. Here we go.
I do need to tell you, Jacob, you're not gonna catch me. What you did back there may have exceeded expectations, but you have to realize when it's time to draw a line in the sand.
I don't think you understand. When you started selling my data to other people, you made it personal.
What? Like you're not on social media? Scratch that. You probably aren't. Okay, what do you need from me to fuck off?
Give me some intel, and maybe I give you a break.
What do you want to know, Sherlock?
You can start by telling me who you're doing all this for.
Oh, you really don't get it, do you? You need to take a look inside yourself, Diaz. You're fighting against your own.
What does that mean?
You're a big boy. Fucking figure it out.
Okay, interesting. The game
From getting
looks,
rug pulled by.
The game looks really good, visually. This obviously, this trailer is like very specifically one thing. It's a chase scene, right? But if you look at like the content that's out there for Mind's Eye, there's kind of a lot here that looks really good. This is by the team Build a Rocket Boy, I think, and it's got that kind of cyberpunk vibe to it, but it's I don't know, a little bit more, less futuristic, more grounded in kind of like a reality that is tangible, right? It is in the future. It's based on, you know, AI, corporate greed, things like that. Thiago is saying, I would like to try Mind's Eye, but people who saw the game are saying really need some improvements, but I don't like games with car gameplay, so I don't know. I'll buy Stellar Blade. I hear you, man, and that's kind of like, I like high fantasy too. That's where I come down. So like a game like Mind's Eye that's more like, I don't want to say milsim, that's not the right way to describe it, but more reality based is not a game that I'm going to spend a lot of money on. Lots of pre-orders and premium packs. Yeah, that is a bit on the nose because the whole concept of the game is like pushing back against corporate greed and AI and like the automation of the world. But like you can't deny that it doesn't look good. It does look good. Like even the car, like you can see the like big tablet in the car. There's some really cool visual stuff here, and like the gameplay here, this is just chase gameplay, but like the city looks interesting. The car gameplay is good, and like that voice acting was okay. I wouldn't say it was stellar, but it was good. But yeah, anyways, that's Mind's Eye. Keep an eye on that one. It's coming out next month, I believe. And yeah, we'll see how that one does. Okay, we're going to keep on moving. Witcher 3 10th anniversary trailer. I mean, if I see The Witcher 3, I have to click on it. Like, that's literally a rule. So let's check this one out. Here we go. 10 years, man. That's crazy.
That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
About to ask me for help, aren't you? I can help. But I don't work for free.
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Heard you wondering about my swords. One's for monsters. The other for humans.
This land never flowed with milk and honey. Now it flows with blood.
They hired me to kill the beast. Thing is, the real beast is something else, though.
Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known.
Geralt, we should stay out of it. Choosing the lesser evil can be hard at times.
Be careful, Geralt.
I'll rip your leg off, mutant! You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples.
The fire burns! The fire cleanses!
Your life is yours exclusively. You choose who you are. And that's why I can't let this go.
My daughter Cirilla, she's in danger. You will find her and bring her to me.
Gotta save Ciri, whatever the cost.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there.
Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins, which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her.
This is the end, Geralt.
It's just the beginning.
You know what's crazy, guys? Like, and I hate to keep beating this drum, but like, we all just played, or most of us played Expedition 33, right? You look at this game, and you're kind of like, okay, I can't relive Witcher 3. I can never play a game for the first time ever again that I've already played. And so Witcher 3 is one of those games like, man, I wish I could literally wipe my mind and play the game again. But as I look at it, I'm like, oh man, the game looks dated. And it's funny to me because I think back to like how impactful that game was from a storytelling, world building perspective. It was amazing. It was cutting edge. It was the best we had ever played. It's up there as one of the best games of all time, period. Yes, it's subjective, but it's pretty much an undisputable fact. I fast forward to all of my memories of Expedition 33, the voice acting, the character animations, the dialogue, and I'm like, oh man, Expedition 33 is one of these games. To me, and I think to most people, it is a GOAT game, Sean John, but so is Expedition 33, and that's honestly what this reminded me of. I'm thinking about my experiences with Witcher 3, my experiences with Expedition 33, and I'm like, yeah, it was kind of the same. It had that much impact on me as a gamer, somebody that loves these types of games. So this just kind of sparked that in me, and quite honestly is getting me excited for The Witcher 4, which we still don't have a ton of details about. We just saw the cinematic, but like, can you imagine that team making The Witcher 4 with modern engines, modern everything, and hopefully a better launch than Cyberpunk 2077? It's going to be incredible. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Cannot wait. Witcher 3 does look dated. We'll give you that. And this is with the enhancements, I believe. I would never pay money to play a game that enhances just its graphics. Like if they were going to retune some things, maybe add new content, maybe, but I have a tendency not to go back to a lot of games that do this. But yeah, man, Witcher 3, what a time. And yeah, look, there's still paths to carve, obviously, with games like Expedition 33, and we'll see. Yeah, Sean John, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Okay, this is a little bit of gameplay from the Game Informer team on FBC Firebreak. I'm bummed because I doubt we're going to get the chance to play Expedition 30. It's literally on my mind. I don't think we're going to get the chance to play FBC Firebreak because we're going to be playing Dune Awakening and having our whole server going for that. If you guys are planning on playing Dune Awakening and you're not in our Discord, make sure you join the Discord. We will have a clan in the game on the first available US East server. So whether you're in the clan or just want to play on the same server as us, the first US East server that's on the list, that's where we're going to be. Obviously, we don't know the name of it quite yet. But let's check out Game Informer playing a little bit of FBC Firebreak. We've seen a lot of trailers of this, but we haven't seen a ton of gameplay. So let's check it out.
Of Control, you've got your crisis kits, which is what your secondary weapons and stuff are.
Look at that. There's a teapot on top of that weapon. That's really funny.
This kind of super move where you add a boiling hot tea kettle and you can light all your enemies on fire. My other teammate, you can summon this terrifying gnome. I hated this thing. There is friendly fire on in this game, so this gnome
that's cool.
will
fire.
kill me if I stand too close to it. If Control is 80% cool atmospheric horror, 20% absurdity, this is that same ratio but flipped a little bit.
All right, so here's some just hopefully raw gameplay.
Welcome to new
Cool little
gameplay.
animation. We're gonna skip through some of this stuff here. Here we go.
Whoa, a changed man. Do you feel more like Joel or Kratos?
Honestly, something that has made me laugh a lot after.
I like
becoming
the
a father
environments. The
is
environments actually look
I do
really
not
cool.
struggle
We're
with
gonna
whenever
turn this
Kratos
volume down. We actually don't need to. We don't need to listen to them talk, quite honestly. But yeah, the gameplay looks pretty solid. Like I think, you know, we've talked about this one a little bit in like kind of the same vein as like Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood, right? It's occupying that same space, and quite honestly, nobody's like hit the mark yet. Nobody's reinvigorated that genre, the co-op first-person shooter, you know, zombies, objective-based, whatever. Reminder, this is in the same world as Control. If you played that game, what was that, a couple years ago? And it's the same kind of level of absurdity that Control kind of had. There's a sticky note monster. Things are a little bit weird and quirky. I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to do right now. Load the shuttle with leech pearls. So I think this one, they're trying to shoot these things and load stuff back onto this, this trolley here. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. All right, let's see if we can fast forward to some. Oh, there's some of the gameplay with the what the heck? There it is. The water cannon. That's kind of cool. Some exploration here, picking up stuff. I want to see some like serious gameplay. Let's go. Pushing the cart. So the objective here is clearly just like load this thing up, push the cart. Here we go. Here's some gameplay. Oh, and this is the tea kettle part. I love this stuff. I love the like quirky gunplay. And like this one is you put the tea kettle on top and now everything, you can set everything on fire. I think that's hilarious, actually. And now we're kind of outside the environment. You still got the leeches, which is still kind of weird, right? But now you can see those like floating bodies. That's very much the Control aesthetic. Now, again, keep in mind, this is one mission, right? One mission where you're dropping these things off. Liv, if you're still in the chat, can you get Slimes the Discord link, please? Slimes, if not, I will grab it right at the end for you before we say goodbye. I'm trying to see if did they do another mission at all? Oh, here's a boss. Anna Kayada. Well, she died very quickly. Let's see here. All right, here's another mission. Oh, what's this weapon? It's like grinding something and then shooting it out. You see that? It's got like two grinders and like a metal something or other. It's like a absolute shredder weapon. That's sweet. I love that, man. I'm so sick of just like machine guns and submachine guns. Like, do more stuff like this. Do more stuff that's weird. I'm down for it. Like, sure, double barrel shotgun, always good. Never going to fault it for being good. Thiago, thanks for joining, brother. Appreciate you. Lexicon, are they making a Control 2? I had no idea. Anyways, that's FBC Firebreak. I think you guys get the point. Very cool co-op looking shooter. Love that. All right, we're going to move to Sean John posting some Dune Awakening. Obviously, like I've said before, Livin and I will be hosting a clan on the first available US East server. This is the School of Imperium Bene Gesserit, which is one of the classes in the game. I'm not entirely sure what this trailer is going to do, but let's find out together. Here we go.
The spiritual and political school of the Bene Gesserit traditionally holds their knowledge and abilities within the confines of their sisterhood. Yet at the fringes of their influence, some dare to pass this knowledge on to outsiders. With expertise in close-range combat, manipulation, and self-control, the Bene Gesserit are experts at controlling the battlefield and surviving the extreme conditions on Arrakis. Their weirding way grants you superhuman movement and combat tactics. enabling you to traverse large distances
This is who
in the
Livid's been
blink of
playing
an
in
eye.
all of our
Or
kind
in the
preview
heat of a
time
battle,
the game.
flank an enemy up close to yield a deadly strike before anyone has a chance to react. But mastering close-range combat and movement alone is not enough. Using their most notorious ability, the Voice, you will be able to compel your enemies to abandon their allies, breaking their spirit and confusing their minds. While this control of the body and mind makes you a powerful opponent, it can also be used to strengthen your resilience to extreme conditions. Through meditation and focus, you will be able to improve recovery and be less affected by the dangers of toxins and the harsh burning sun. Throughout the dunes of Arrakis, any school can be trained and improved by masters. Advancing your knowledge is the key to surviving your path forward. But the wise will also school themselves beyond their foundation, granting synergies that empower you to reach beyond the shadow
Love that
influence
shot, actually. That was
of the
a really
Bene
good shot of, like, how they're showing the
Gesserit.
class
Embrace
off.
the bloodlines of the Sisterhood and master your survival on Arrakis.
Nice. Yeah, so guys, this one's coming out June 10th. The Bene Gesserit is one of the classes that you can play. You can unlock all of the classes as you play the game. But yeah, as you guys kind of saw in that trailer, the Bene Gesserit has a very specific move set. It's very cool, very rooted in the game's lore. If you know the game's lore, which I do not, so I'm not going to pretend that I do. But yeah, I watched Livid play the Bene Gesserit for our preview period, and yeah, it's very cool. There is this kind of like melee slant to it, but it's subtle. It's more of like an assassin type as compared to like a warrior of sorts. And don't forget, you've got guns, you've got melee weapons. You're going to need to use both in this game just because of the shields that you can equip that, you know, obviously require you to use the blades to kill folks on Arrakis. So there's a need and a want for playing a Bene Gesserit in the game. And while I personally haven't gone into like the poison zones, I know there's a lot of utility that the Bene Gesserit brings, having those resistances, being able to go into areas that are a little bit more dangerous environmentally. It's all cool. And again, this is one of just a few of the classes that you can play in the game. 2 weeks ago, almost 1 million views. There are going to be a lot of people playing Dune Awakening. So again, if you are interested in checking out this game and playing with us, you can join us on Discord. Make sure you're in the Discord so that you know kind of what our game plan is going into the game on June 10th. All right, next one from Sean John is Chrono Odyssey. This is the announcement trailer. I feel like I've heard of this one. I don't know why I feel like I've heard of this one, but it's got 1.8 million views, so that's something. And I will figure out why in a second. I know this one
has consumed us all.
Character models are stunning in this.
Is this the end?
Creepy stuff.
What divinity dwells in this madness? Calamity bears not name nor face, yet draws closer still.
There's a sense of scale here that I really like. Feels very big.
I shall return you to the past. You must prevail, no matter the cost. Reshape the future by your own hand.
Wait, what?
Sentinel of Cetera, I await your return.
Guys, I don't know what you're on tonight, but the amount of like really solid trailers this particular stream is actually insane. I don't know what I just watched, but I will tell you, this had me feeling Remnant vibes throughout the entire thing. And I'm like, I like what I'm seeing. Obviously, this is, it's so true, Liv. But like, this is Dark Souls meets like almost like strange and futuristic, which I feel like I've been seeing a lot more. Dark fantasy and futuristic kind of blending together. But I will say that that last scene where it showed like a medieval camp, I have no idea what this game is, how this game works. Obviously, this is all either in-game cutscenes or cinematics. No action, but I'm just getting very strong Remnant vibes. Clearly multiplayer right there. That shot shows you it's a multiplayer. It's an MMO? Get out of here. Come on, I got to watch another trailer. What else do we have here that we can watch? I'm that hooked. I got to know what this game is. Gameplay reveal. Okay, let's watch the gameplay reveal. I got to know. It's from 2 years ago. Okay. That's fine. I got to know, man. I got to know. I mean, it looks cool. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Does not feel MMO-y to me. This feels Soulsy to me, but what do I know? This feels slightly more MMO-y. I mean, I'm seeing the MMO now, obviously. Dozens of players here. I mean, very clearly there is a time rewinding mechanic. I have no idea how they're going to do that in an MMO environment, but I'm here for it. Well, consider me interested in this one because, quite honestly, it looks very cool. I 100% need to see what this is. I'm going to be looking this one up after stream. I don't know NPixel. I don't know if that's is that a Korean company? Yeah, Seoul, South Korea. I was going to say, there is definitely an aesthetic of a Korean-style game, which I will admit does give me a little pause for concern. You guys know historically I don't like that aesthetic of a game. Like, I'm thinking of, what the heck was the game that came out that everybody still plays? I'm blanking on it. What like MMO-y type game came out in the last year or two from a Korean studio? Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, Lexicon. I'm like, okay, now I'm worried that it's a super shallow game that just looks pretty. But I will admit, the trailer was really good. Yeah, Throne and Liberty. Throne and Liberty did nothing for me. Had zero interest in playing it. too many weird South Korean things, like the weird little like chibi guy that comes on screen within the first hour. I hate stuff like that. I absolutely hate it. Will take me out of the game instantly. I don't care how good the gameplay is. That's just a me thing. And people still play Throne and Liberty, so there you go. But gameplay aside, there has still not been an MMO that has stepped back into the MMO realm of success. And I'm still waiting for it. I don't know which one is going to knock off World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, whatever it may be. Still, I'm wary of this one, but it does look very cool. All right, we're going to keep moving because we got 15 minutes left. Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. I will tell you guys, I received a press kit for Tainted Grail. Super appreciate them doing this. I have been following this game a little bit. And this game is kind of designed after the Elder Scrolls model, a first-person or third-person, you can switch views, massive single-player adventure game. So if you have not checked this one out, people are saying really great things about it. I'm bummed that I didn't get more of a chance to play it, but I will certainly give it some time with you guys right now to talk about my experience with it. Here we go.
He was the hand that reached beyond knowing. The seeker who dared cross the boundaries.
I've seen people like you before. Broken, worn down, dragged through the mud.
You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. We can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
Your soul is diseased. There is something poisoning it. What spreads through your body is something more. It touches the very essence of one's soul.
All right. So, yeah, guys, this one is out. According to the guys in the chat, there is a free demo, so that's cool. And I will tell you, I spent about 3 hours with this game. I had a little bit of downtime one day, and I really wanted to check it out. Again, it looks dated, right? Like, that's like my first impression of this game is, okay, it looks a little dated. It looks like kind of a mid-2000, maybe like a 2010 game, right? So, like, maybe 10 years behind, 15 years behind, whatever. It's modeled after Morrowind and Oblivion and Skyrim to a degree, and that's exactly what you kind of get when you play the game. All of the systems feel exactly like that. The combat is not anything brilliant, but it's also not bad. It's just a little dated. And so, going from the last trailer we watched to this trailer, you're kind of like, oh, okay, well, there's some, again, datedness to it, but it doesn't look bad. And I will tell you, after the 3 hours, I was like, okay, I could see myself playing this for a decent amount of time. Maybe not 100%ing it, but like I would play it for a decent amount of time. And yeah, Lexicon, to your point, this is a smaller team. I don't know if this was kickstarted, but it is a smaller team. It's not a AAA studio, but the reviews have been really good. And if you look at the Steam DB chart for this game, it has grown over the last week since it was released. It hasn't even been a week. It's been like 3 days or something like that. And it keeps growing, and it's getting really good reviews. So, as always, and we say this all the time, we want to support developers that are trying new things, that are making good games, that are not trying to rip off, us as gamers. So we're going to support teams like this that are doing that. And I'm really glad I had a chance to talk about the game, because I knew with, the other projects that we have in the works, I wasn't going to get the chance to play it. So again, there's a free demo. If you're wary going in, you can check out the free demo. And if you like it, buy it, support the devs, do the things that you guys do. And yeah, there you go. That's Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Couple creators that I know made a couple videos on it. So take that as you will. Okay. Helldivers 2, again, I'm in another situation where like I just genuinely do not have enough time to play games, and that drives me insane. Like this week has been one of those weeks where I'm like, man, I wish I could just like quit my job and just do this full time, because I freaking love it. I love hanging out with you guys on stream. I wish I could do it more. I just don't have enough time. I just genuinely wish I had more time to play video games, to make videos for you guys, to stream with you guys, because not only did Helldivers 2 get a huge update, new announcements, etc., Marvel Rivals has a 2.5, Season 2.5 coming out. Ultron's coming to the game. Don't have time to play that. I had early access to it. Didn't even have time to load it up. Bummed about that. But anyways, Helldivers 2, huge new content. I haven't logged into this game in months, absolute months, and it guts me. It guts me that I haven't had a chance to support this team with all of their post-launch stuff, because I genuinely loved this game. All right, this is the Helldivers 2 Heart of Democracy trailer. Let us check it out. Oh, Livid, crushes me. Where is the time, my friend?
Democracy burns. Super Earth has been invaded.
Oh, finally the fight on Super
The
Earth.
Illuminate Scourge lays waste to hallowed ground. Cities in ruins. Families
I
torn
heard those
apart.
guys are insanely hard to
Flags
this flying ship thing.
disrespectfully soiled. Billions of votes have already been lost. Could this be the end of managed democracy? Not today. Now is the time for full mobilization.
I love it.
Every defender of peace, rally to arms. We will turn our streets into our battlefield. Our playgrounds into our theater of war. We will form the clenched fist of democracy.
I certainly do.
And show them what true freedom is. Discipline.
Oh, that's a cool new thing. I mean, I don't know if it's new anymore, but that was cool.
Join the fight. Super Earth needs you.
Look, I don't think we need to talk too much about this one. I also have like 300 hours in this game. It was one of the best experiences that I had. Well, this one at Lexicon is on Super Earth. So this is like the heart of the galaxy. You're fighting on the home planet, and the Illuminate enemy is newer. Just so cool, man. I just love it, and I wish I had time to go back and play it, because I think this one had a huge burst of players checking it out. I think it's still not on the Xbox, which is a huge shame, because they really needed to sync up the deployment of this one. It needs to be on PC, Xbox, and PS5, and maybe even Switch 2 all at the same time, because it would do so well if everybody could just play, cross-play, all of the things. Even cross-progression would be great. But man, yeah, awesome game. Super pumped that they're finally doing this. We've been talking about this since the beginning of the game. You know, going to Super Earth, fighting enemies. Wasn't expecting the Illuminate at the time, but it makes sense that the Illuminate are invading. And yeah, I would imagine there are new weapons, new armaments, new all the things. But yeah, Helldivers 2, still amazing all these months later. 5 days ago, 1.4 million views. What else do you need to know? There you go. Okay, I'm going to skip the Anno 117 trailer. I don't really care for this game that much, even though I love, Age of Empires and stuff like that. We've only got 8 more minutes, so I want to kind of jump to... I just want to see. Sorry, my dog was making weird noises, and I had no idea what was going on. So there's still a ton of trailers. Obviously, we're not going to get to all of this tonight, so I'm just going to kind of keep going up the list, and we'll pick it up next week. So this is Long Gone. This is by Sean John 404. Let us see what this one is all about. Boink, boink. Here we go. Oh, I'm dead. So it's like kind of a discovery game. Discover an adventure game. How do you get through the game? Oh, that's funny. I like this. It's kind of like investigation. Is that the whole trailer? Oh, that was a terrible trailer. I think you get the gist, though. Kind of like an adventure game where you are trying to figure out the world to get onto the next area, blah, blah, blah. If you die, you reset, whatever. Okay, well, not much to talk about since that trailer was pretty terrible, but that's okay. Moving on to the next one, Survive the Fall. They tried to get us to play this game hard. I got so many emails about this game, and it wasn't that I didn't want to play it. It was just that I didn't have time to look at it, quite honestly. Here we go. Let's check it out. Survive the Fall. Yeah, I agree with you, Heather. It was kind of like B-tier movie, like B-grade movie. I don't know how you would describe that. It was kind of like a blah, 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 like almost like comical, right? Okay, we got XCOM style, maybe? I think. Is this real time or is this turn-based? Oh, base management stuff too. Cool. I will admit this kind of looks like a mobile game, but that's okay. It's not, obviously. Oh, I wonder if it's action in real. Are you issuing commands and then they're kind of executing? I got it. I got it. Got it. Cool. Yeah, I mean, again, this is one of those games I most likely would check out if I had the time. It kind of reminds me of, like, what is it, Mutant Project Zero or whatever the heck it was, but that one was obviously turn-based. If this is real-time, that's kind of cool. I think there's something here. I don't know exactly what's going on, but clearly there's some sort of cataclysmic event that has turned humanity into this cesspool of violence, and everybody's surviving the fall, right? That's where the name comes from, I assume. And yeah, the elements of base management are pretty cool too. Like you can see here, multiple buildings, shelter, farm. I don't know what this one is, but you can see down here, lab, chemical lab, medical point, herb patch. Like there's a lot of cool stuff you can do here, which is kind of neat. Some gathering. What is this? Like assigning tasks. I mean, look, there's a lot of stuff here. Hard to see how deep it is, or hard to know how deep it is without playing it, but you can kind of see the depth. And the combat is actually kind of cool, issuing the commands and then pausing and kind of letting them do their thing. I think you have to control them still, but you can pause to send out some actions, which is kind of neat. All right, we got time for one more. I'm going to skip Senua's Saga, never played it. But I will check out Darfall because I don't know what game this is, but it's by Paradox. I do like the aesthetic quite a bit, and I am excited to see what this one's all about. Has 792,000 views from 2 weeks ago. That is not what I wanted to do. Here we go. This is called Darfall.
In a world on the brink of ruin.
Okay, it's that like
from
strange
places.
Polygon art that I don't love, but I do like the world. The world looks a little different.
Build your empire, forge alliances.
The human escapes with the shard.
Every choice shapes your destiny. Victory or defeat, it's in your hands. Or test your limits and survival.
Is it? Yeah, base building with wave defense. Is that what it is?
How long can you endure? The relentless onslaught. Darfall.
So it's interesting.
Available now on Steam.
I like these types of games quite a bit. I've covered a bunch of them. That's what I was going to say, Sean John, is like it feels like a Warcraft 3 custom game. That's what it feels like. And I loved those. I absolutely loved those. And so I'm pumped that they're still keeping those alive in some way. I can't remember, and Liv, I don't know if you're still on the stream. You remember we played that one game? I can't remember if we played it together or I just covered it, but there was another game very similar. It had a similar art style. It was the same thing. You kind of explore the world, but you have to get back to your base to build it up, et cetera, et cetera. I do like this. I might check this one out if they, I think this is like a Steam Next Fest game through and through. So I hope this one does come to Steam Next Fest because I like what I'm seeing in terms of the base building plus almost like hero defense, right? Clearly they have different like units, whether they're heroes or not, doesn't really matter, but different units that protect your base. And I do kind of like the dark essence of it, like it's dark fantasy, but like not obviously seriously dark fantasy. Like the demons are kind of comical, stuff like that. I will just say this though, I do not like this art style. I am so over this like low texture polygon art that like a lot of developers are using. I don't enjoy it. I feel like it is a cop-out. It is a way to like not develop unique features of characters. And like people have done a good job with it because obviously it's very limiting. I'm just kind of over the aesthetic. It feels like when games were super big into like, oh my gosh, not rotoscoping. What the heck was it called? Like the Borderlands vibe. Yes, Cataclysmo is what I was talking about, Livid. Thank you. So I just am very over the aesthetic because I think what the way that the character models look, it almost feels cheap. It feels like a low budget game. And I don't want that for these types of games because I think these games do have a place with an audience. But yeah, Cataclysmo was the one I was talking about, which was a fantastic game if you're looking for something similar. But yeah, Daniel says there is a free demo for this, which I am going to check out when I have some time because yeah, I like all the things that I'm seeing. All right, guys, so we obviously have a huge list of games that we need to still look at. Actually, that's not that bad. We did pretty good for an hour and a half. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, maybe there's a little bit more than I thought. But not bad for literally breakneck speed. Like, I think we hit go, and we started talking about trailers within, like, the first 5 minutes or whatever. But we are at 11 o'clock. I do have some work I need to do for the game that we're covering starting on May 29th. May 29th. Might ring a bell. Maybe. Yes. No. I don't know. We're having a great time playing what we're playing right now. Keep an eye on the channel. Not only are we going to be releasing stuff on that, but we also have our Hell Is Us preview coming out on May 29th as well. That was the game that I went up to Montreal to play. The embargo was up on May 29th. Really excited about that one. I am hoping they move the embargo date. I did tell them to move the embargo date because there's another game that's going to take up all the air, but that's okay. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. Hell Is Us is a game you definitely want to keep an eye on. That one is coming out in September, I believe, and it's fun. There's a lot of cool stuff there, totally unguided. I think there is going to be a huge audience for Hell Is Us. There's also going to be a huge audience for this other game that we're playing. Hint, hint, nod, nod. You guys know what I'm talking about. Right? Do I need to say more? As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on a Sunday night. We will be back next week. Tell your friends. Let's get the live streams a little bit more juiced in the future. If this is your first time here, thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you following the channel, supporting myself, Livid, and the crew. And as always, my name is Kodiak. Thank you guys so much for watching. Play on. Have a fantastic Memorial Day if you are celebrating. And yeah, be good to each other. We'll see you guys. Bye.